In this tutorial, we will look at how to train as well as evaluate a net. So for that, let's go to the tutorial folder. So in this folder, you will find the deploy solver and the train test prototext corresponding to Cipher 10. And note that this is quick version. There is full version also available, which gets downloaded along with Cafe. So now for downloading as well as pre-processing of data, we have the shell script provided. So if it is not already downloaded and pre-processed, this will do all the stuff. As you can see, it's already there. Let's have a look at the data. You also have the mean file here, to be specific. So in this location, you will have this train as well as test HTF5 files. These are the files which we will be importing. Now let's get back to the Espresso root path and open the GUI. Note that first we will import both the data which are required. So both are HTF5 files. Espresso, tutorial, data, Cipher 10. Let's name them Cipher 10 underscore train. Okay. And test. So both the data have been successfully imported. Now let's get back to the net view. So for that, we will click to this net view button, which will bring us to the net. So now you can see the net configurations, which is in the bottom left corner of the GUI. It's empty right now because there is no net configurations. We will create it right now. So as you can see, there is a train net, deploy net and others. These are the three tabs in the central portion. Let's fill the data. The data, I mean the net configuration data. So you remember the prototext files which we saw? Let's get and import them here. So here the quick train test prototext will go. Now the width and the height you have to put it, because the train test prototext does not save the width and height by default, so we just have to keep it, although we can do some turnaround here later on, but right now you have to. Now we will also fill the other configurations. So just tick on has mean, upload the mean thing, so which is located inside the Espresso tutorials, tutorial underscore 3, Cipher mean. The raw scale is 255. We will use GPU. So the GPU index right now which I will use is 0. By default it's 0 only. If you don't have GPU, please don't select this use GPU but checkbox. Now we don't have to do channel swap for the CafeNet model, which is all given for the default tutorials. You have to have channel swap, but we don't need to do all that. Now we will save this by configuration Cipher 10. So as soon as you click save, it will pop up and ask whether the model file is required or not. So it is really important. So we don't have, because we are going to do training. So now the model file, this configuration is created here in the bottom left corner. So now we are ready to move to train view. So we will click on this train view button in the top panel. This will make us have a look at these two buttons, train new or fine tune model, and the other button is train SVM. So we'll click on train new button. Now we will click on the net configuration, which is cipher 10. Then we will press next. We will then select the solver parameters. These are a subset of solver parameters which you can modify here. Right now we will go to the tutorials folder and we will upload the solver parameters here. So we have done so. So now move on to the next. Let's click on next, and now we will come up with the, if you want to perform validation, just click on this button. Yes, we do want to. So cipher train and cipher test. Yep. And the validation batch size we will put as 50 here also. And we will save this train configuration by name cipher 10 underscore train. Now we will press finish button to start the training, and then we will have a coffee or an espresso coffee and wait. So while having a cup of coffee, you can also have a look at the error or the softmax loss function in the notification panel. So you will have to click on the details button to go and have a look at the softmax stuff, what the error is happening. So you can see that the error is going down. It will go up down because it also does some random movements inside. So the progress is also shown in the progress bar here, how much training has been proceeded. So now, as you can see, the training has been completed. Let's proceed to the next phase. But before that, let's see whether the configuration for the trained net has been created or not. Just right click this and click on properties. So you can see here that the model path is there, while in the properties of cipher 10 you won't find the model. So this model here is the trained model. In case you opt or press on the cross button here, which was the present file training, this model will be the last saved snapshot, which is the great advantage. Now we will associate the deploy net, which will be required for feature extraction. Let's go to this deploy net tab. Click on this button. Go to the espresso path. Click on tutorials, tutorial_3, cipher, quick. Open. We will also check if we have the raw scale present. So we don't have raw. We will do this configurations here also. 255. Channel swap no. GPU is correct. Has mean is also there. Yeah, okay, so now just let's save this. So it will just ask whether you want to overwrite. Just press yes, 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 yes. So now the train configuration has been updated with the deploy net also, and as well as some changes in the other configurations. Now we will go for feature extraction. For that, we will click on this experiment view button and extract feature. So now you will find the list of layers in the deploy net. We will click on the probability layer, or in any generic deploy configuration you will select the net whose probability you are interested in for comparison. So here the probability layer is prob, and just name it cipher underscore 10 underscore prob. So we are right now doing testing, so we'll select cipher 10 underscore test stuff, and we will select the batch size as 50 here right now, and just press on generate. See, now the probabilities have been generated. Now we will click on this and go on evaluate pre-trained net. We will select probability layer here and press on evaluate. This will give us the accuracy. So right now this is just quickly trained, hence the probability is just 45 or approximately 44 point something. So this is how you will do both feature extraction, evaluation, training. So this tutorial was quite comprehensive. What we learned was how to first of all import data. Then we learned how to create net configuration. Then we trained this net. We then evaluated extracted the features and evaluated the pre-trained net.